Well, there's a little bit of good news and a little bit of bad news concerning the fish room. Let's go ahead and get into it now. Well, first the bad news. That beautiful blue Ochart that I picked up from Seas, the local fish store that I just did a review on, he jumped out of the tank, and I had a plastic cover on the tank, and there is one corner cut out of it, and it looks like he found that one little corner and managed to jump out. He was still breathing when I found him. He was a little dry to the touch, still breathing. I put him in the tank. He lasted 2 days. I thought he was going to make a miraculous recovery, but between the long fall to the floor and the amount of time he was unable to breathe, it was just too much. Good news is I called up Seas. I said, look, no fault of yours. I mean, he jumped, and the fellow at Seas said, well, we have a 30-day policy. Come on over, and we'll take care of you. So I was a little shocked because it's no fault of his own, but he said they've got a 30-day policy. Anything goes wrong, they replace the fish. That to me puts that shop, that puts Seas up into a category all of its own, because I mean, usually you lose a fish and you contact the store, and they want you to bring in the frozen fish, a sample of water, a coroner's report, and a notarized statement, and it's just ridiculous. So at any rate, he just said, come on in, I'll take care of you. So that's where I'm going. I'm heading off to Seas. I'm gonna get another blue Ochart, and maybe some plants and some wood for that little pleco I picked up, that imperial pleco. I was watching a Bob Steenpot, is how you pronounce it, live stream, and I asked about whether that kind of pleco needed wood, and he was very emphatic about how much wood that pleco would need. So I need to get a little wood in there, and I've been giving him algae wafers. He seems to be doing fine, along with the 2 other plecos. Now, another bit of good news. Tomorrow on Wednesday, it looks like the 210 is the 210-gallon aquarium from Glass Cages is going to be delivered. I need to find 2 other able-bodied individuals to help load it into the garage. Joe was going to come with his buddy Todd, but Todd's not available. So I've got my son-in-law lined up. I'm trying to get one other person, and we can get that massive heavy glass tank into the garage, and we can embark on that project. So I'm pretty excited about that. Let's hit the road. Let's get out to Seas and pick up another blue Ochart. So I've got myself a replacement for the blue Ochart. Not sure if you can see him here, but I'll show him to you in the tank after he gets settled in. Beautiful little guy. So we got a replacement for him, and I was able to get a piece of driftwood for the imperial pleco to munch on. You can see it here. I think you'll have some fun with that. It's a little big, might stick out of the tank a little bit, we'll see. And since that part of the tank is divided off, there are no cichlids on that side, I went ahead and picked up a plant that the pleco can play around with. And of course, plants always are great for an aquarium, but you can see it here. You'll see it all when I get it into the tank. Let's go ahead and head home and get all this set up. And I really thank Seas for standing behind their fish that way. Very unusual to have somebody say, just come on in, and we'll replace them. So I've been home for a while. Let's go down in the, let's go downstairs into the fish room and take a look at how everybody's doing down there. and give you an update as to what's been going on. And this space right here, this area from this tank, from the 55 right here, over out this way, is going to be where this is where the 210 is going to go right here. So I'll have essentially a cube or a three-sided area with tanks that I can do my live streams in. And here's some other projects I have going on over here: homemade sumps, possible future planted tank, things of that nature. And let's take a quick look at the tanks and how they're doing. Here are the original cichlids that I picked up from the Cichlid Shack. Autopharynx tetrastigma. This one I got locally, this dragon blood. He's a bit of a jerk, but that Autopharynx is beautiful. And a Johnsoni, beautiful Johnsoni. Here's the Phoenix. There's Skittles peeking out from behind the bush. And of course there's a bicolor 500, very shy, hardly ever comes out. Even now he's being a little bit reluctant. That's this tank. Then I have another bunch of predator haps over here. Talked about them in a few videos. This Livingstone is always changing colors on me. Goes blue, goes solid blue, goes spotted. It depends what mood he's in. This Venusus is beautiful. Look at the blaze on that forehead. And Cygnus back there. Hawk is starting to get some nice color in the cheeks. See that blue? And the cheeks of the hawk. I don't know if you can make it out here. I'm filming with my iPhone today. Labradin. Little trout. Here's the 90. A little red on the shoulder of that red shoulder. Finally. That Starry Night. Just a beast. Yes. It's funny, they're either getting along and swimming together or going after each other. That Geophagus really blossoming. This red spotted Severum. Got two little dots on his tail. Don't know what that's all about. I'm keeping a close eye on him. They're symmetrical. Not sure what the deal is. Let's take a look at the new additions. Here's my work area. Occasionally I use a bucket, but I try not to. And here's my sticker wall. Most recent sticker being the Mile High freshwater. And here is behind the 90 gallon. Here's the 90, the tank from Glass Cages here in Nashville. Behind that tank is the quarantine tank. And you can see here, there's the new Ochart. Beautiful fish. Do me a favor and don't jump out, buddy. Piece of driftwood that I've wedged up at the top. Really making sure that the top is completely covered. You'd have to really hit that corner just right to jump out. Hopefully he won't. These fish are jumpers. We got new plant. And I've got that new pleco in here somewhere. He's usually hiding behind the heater. I think he's back there right now. And they have a next door neighbor. They have one of these dividers from Aquashella in the tank. Next door neighbor is the killer living in solitary confinement. Doing very well. They're just being added to a tank. So that's the update, and hopefully by the end of tomorrow, I'll have that 210-gallon aquarium positioned in place right here. I might just put it where the 255s are and putting the 210 against this wall, so the 210 becomes the backdrop for the live streams. You share what you think below. Let me know your thoughts. You know I listen to you, and often do things based on some of the recommendations that you make. Okay, so that's it for me. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on Saturday at the Cichlids and Coffee live stream, and that starts at 11 a.m. Central. We'll talk about this and a whole bunch of other good stuff relating to the care of fish. Thank you. Bye-bye.